Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you are new, thank you for stopping by, and if you are not new, thank you for sticking around. So today is not a makeup tutorial or anything like that, but if the makeup on my face does look familiar to you, it's the makeup I had in the previous two videos because I thought I shot 3 videos in one day. So if you actually do like the makeup that I have on right now, there is a video that I will link somewhere. But I use the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collaboration, the newest one, the Dream one. So I will link that video if you have any interest in what's going on my face today. But speaking of faces, that leads us into why you probably actually clicked on this video, and that is we are going to talk about skincare, specifically for oily combo skincare because that's what I have. And as it is winter, your skin can dry out even if you have oily combination skin. Your skin can still get drier. So let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm going to be sharing with you products that I use and that I like. So bear in mind, 1, trial and error is what has led me to these, and 2, your skin is always going to be slightly different than mine. And I would like to preface this by a couple of things. So depending on where you are in life as far as like age and whatnot, bear in mind that hormones can have a lot, if not everything, to do with your acne. So there's a difference between taking good care of your skin and like bad skin care, causing acne via like clogged pores and unhealthy lifestyle, versus like going through puberty or hormonal acne or something like that. So if you do take good care of your skin and you have acne, go see a dermatologist. I used to work actually as a medical assistant in a dermatology office. So if you really do have acne that just won't go away and you feel like you're taking good care of your skin, I always recommend going and seeing a doctor, because sometimes you do need a prescription to help if you do have kind of clinical acne. Now that that is out of the way, let's get into kind of at-home taking care of the skin. So one thing, I love makeup, obviously, but it is bad for the skin. It clogs your pores. It's no bueno. It's not great for your skin. So the number one thing I will say about taking care of your skin is wash all of this off. Never, ever, ever sleep in your makeup. I know this doesn't seem specific to oily skincare, and this is not. So always washing your makeup off. Never go to sleep with your makeup at night. And 2 is drinking a lot of water. Your skin reflects heavily on if you are hydrated or dehydrated. So if you want good looking skin, drink a lot of water, and also diet in general. Kind of the science on how diet affects skin is that diet does affect skin, but since all of our bodies work differently, it's very hard to look at a person and be like, well, you have too much sugar, or you have too many carbs, or this or that. There are kind of general trends, but everyone's a little bit different in how that affects them. So pay attention to your diet as well for skincare. And specifically now for oily combo skin, one of the things that I struggled with the most when I was younger in particular is that I think we get this feeling where if your skin feels dry, like dry after you wash it, like there's no moisture on it, it's like, oh, I washed all the oil off of my skin. It feels so like dry. This is great. I cleaned my face. I think we have connotated that dry feeling with cleanliness, especially if you have oily combo skin. I know when I was younger, I completely did, because I thought this is what my face should feel like when it's clean, is dry. That is not the case, actually. Having dry skin does not mean it is clean. You can clean your skin and it can still feel nice and moisturized. And actually, fun fact, having oily skin can kind of help your skin look better in the long term. So even though I know it seems like an absolute pain in the ass right now, and I'm in my 20s and I still get acne because of my skin and my oiliness, we're in it for the long haul. We'll look good in our 60s and 70s. So there's hope for us, because I'm sure we all care about how we'll look 50 years from now. But anyways, let's get into some of the products that I use, because after you cleanse your face, even with oily combo skin, you still want to use a moisturizer. So the first thing we are going to go in then is what I use for moisturizer. I like to use this guy right here. It is the Belief, it's the True Cream Aqua Bomb. It looks like this. Now the title of this is actually quite deceptive because it says True Cream Aqua Bomb, but it is a gel, and if you have oily combo skin, I recommend using a gel like this. It's got its gloopy thing. Using a gel or using a very lightweight moisturizer. Don't use heavy creams because it will clog the crap out of your skin. At least for me anyways, using a heavy cream just doesn't get along with it. And bear in mind too that when you're starting a new moisturizer or kind of starting any new healthcare regimen, your skin is going to take time to adjust to it. So if you use moisturizer literally for the first time and you're like, oh my god, I feel so greasy after using it, especially if you're used to having your skin feel like dry after you've washed it, give it 2 weeks and then judge on it. So give like any routine a little bit of time before you completely are just like, it doesn't work, because your skin needs to adjust to it. The reason I say this is when you are drying out your skin by washing it with something very harsh, your body is then saying, oh, my skin is dry, I need to produce oils. And that's not like gonna switch automatically in like one night, like the habits that your body has of how many oils to produce and whatnot. So yes, give your body time to adjust to any new schedule. This also goes to if you do see a dermatologist and they put you on a medication, they tell you if you get a topical or if you get an oral prescription to give it like sometimes between 4 and 6 weeks before you can tell if you can notice a difference. This is because your body takes time to adjust and for things to actually show a difference. So patience can sometimes be the name of the game. Now, one thing I will say about this moisturizer is it does have silicone in it, which I am not a huge fan of. It has dimethicone in it, which you see in a lot of cosmetics. I was doing my research on it. And it does have silicone in it. So this is a great, I currently use it as my day and night moisturizer. I really want to get away from that though and only use it as my day moisturizer, and I'd like to find a moisturizer at night to use. What I think I'm actually going to go purchase is Cetaphil. Cetaphil has some very nice lightweight moisturizers that I definitely recommend for my oily combo skin peoples out there. It's lightweight and it won't really clog your pores. They have a lot of products that very gently clean and moisturize the skin. And remember, dryness does not equal cleanliness. If you have oily combo skin, if you're washing the oils off of your face, you still need a moisturizer to add moisture back into your face. So, sorry, I know that was kind of a lot on moisturizer, but I feel like oily combo skin people normally don't think they ever need to use a moisturizer, and it's really, really important. So, moving away from moisturizers, let's go ahead and get into what I actually use to wash my face. Now, the first category is what I will use to take my makeup off. And the first thing that I use, it's called a cold cream, or this specifically the makeup brand, or not even makeup brand, but just drugstore brand, is Albolin, and they call this a moisturizing cleanser for younger looking skin. The old school name for this is a cold cream. And it literally has the purpose of just solely being used as a face cleanser. For me, it doesn't make my skin feel clean enough per se, because what this is literally, the ingredients are mineral oil, petroleum, paraffin, crescin, and beta-carotene. So this really is an oil. And oils break down makeup, so that is why this is phenomenal for taking your makeup off. It's literally going to dissolve your makeup so you can properly wipe all of it off. This goes back into what we were talking about earlier about how really taking your makeup off, and like legitimately taking all of your makeup off, not just kind of meh, wiped it off, it's gone. No, like really taking all your makeup off. This is great for that. And it is just a jelly. You could use petroleum jelly if you like the jelly, whatnot, and I think the easiest way to use this, because it can get messy, because since oil and water are like opposite magnets and they don't make friends, you can't just use this and then wash it off. Kind of the two ways that I will use this is, if I use it and I just want to instantly wash my face off, use a towel, like a face towel or whatever, and then you can wipe it off. Or what I think is also very easy is I'll use that, smudge it all over my face, dissolve everything, and then I'll take a makeup wipe, and I will, with the makeup wipe, I will wipe everything off. And then after I use this, it does leave my skin feeling very, very moisturized. And I'm sure I could just do this, but sometimes I'll use a face cleanser if I still feel like I haven't gotten all of the makeup off and I want to be extra. And then the second product that falls into this category of great at taking makeup off is this guy right here. This is one of my favorites. It is the Garnier Clean, and it is the Makeup Removing Lotion Cleanser. Dissolves even waterproof mascara, and it gently calms and comforts skin. It is specifically for sensitive skin, which I also have. So I know, sensitive skin plus being acne and oil prone, the whole shebang. But this is a quick break lotion releasing the powerful cleansing agents, dissolve impurities. And looking at the instructions, not instructions, but the breakdown formula of it. Okay, so it's a lot more chemically than this guy, because this has very simple ingredients on it, and this one does not have simple ingredients. But this is awesome. It's a lotion, so it essentially works the same as like the oil or petroleum or whatnot, and how it breaks down your makeup and dissolves your makeup. And then you can just wipe it off, same way with a cleanser or like a cleaning towel or whatnot. Now, ooh, I'm out of focus. Focus on the camera, focus. Bring it back to me. So, one thing to note with these guys is that they work really, really well, and I love them, and you should definitely try them out for taking your makeup off. One thing to note, though, is that this can burn your eyes like anything if you get it in your eyeballs, but this, because the ingredients are so simple and so easy on you, I can literally smother my eyeballs in this and open them, and this will not sting your eyes at all. So definitely recommend this guy. And cold creams have been around for forever, actually. And fun fact, Kleenex were invented actually to help women wipe their makeup off with cold creams. Drop the cleanser. That's right. That was a really loud noise. Okay, anyways, moving on. We're going to now get into what I will actually wash my face with. For example, if I do not have any makeup on. I personally don't like using a cold cream as my only form of a cleanser. It still makes my face feel like I have a little bit of a film on it. That is probably a total mental thing with me. I'm aware of it, but I like to actually use a cleanser. So I've got a couple different level of cleansers. The first thing I've got is the Soy Face Cleanser. This is a little sample size. I need to buy a larger one. And this, it's for all skin types, rich in amino acids, but it gently cleanses face and eyes. And I really, really like this. It has an interesting smell to it. Makes you feel like you're at the spa, and it is a bit on the pricier side. So while one thing I also want to add is that for cleansers, you can use them with water and they mix and work great. For cold creams, like this guy, you want to apply them to your skin dry first, because if you wet your face and then apply an oil to it, the water on your face is not going to mix with the oil, so it's almost like you are protecting your makeup. I know that sounds funny, but it's gonna not make your makeup go off with the products we just talked about. But anyways, the Soy Face Cleanser I really like because it's gentle on the skin, but I really do feel like it cleans the skin. Since this one is more expensive, I would say a drugstore, less expensive version that I would use that still gives you a very nice, gentle wash, but that you know is actually still cleaning your skin. I'm gonna say the name again, but Cetaphil. And it's spelled Cetaphil. I know that's kind of a funky name, but it is probably the one that dermatologists recommended hands down the most when I worked at the office. So if you're looking for a drugstore alternative, I would recommend that for cleaning your skin. They've got a bunch of different ones. Just go with like the super basic cleanser. The second cleanser that I very much like, though, that I use on a daily basis is the Garnier Skin Active New. It's not new, it's the same thing I've been using for a couple years. Clean Shine Control Cleansing Gel. Removes excess oil and mattifies skin. It has charcoal in it, which is a natural cleanser, and it does mattify the skin, which is good and bad. So I like this because, as it says, the charcoal draws out impurities, and it dissolves daily dirt, excess oil, and makeup. Don't use this to remove your makeup, though, because if you're wearing a cake face like I am, this isn't strong enough to take off all of your makeup. What I will say, though, is this is a bit of a deeper clean. This will, I can tell, suck things out of my skin. And I feel like this actually helps my skin stay quite clear. I'll use this twice a day sometimes. I'll kind of mix things up. I'll do different things every day. But you can use this twice a day. So when I'm being really good, use this twice a day. But when I use this in particular, if you're using a non-drying face wash, sometimes you don't need a moisturizer. But using this, I know my skin will start to feel dry. So if you use this and it's like, oh no, I have like my skin feeling dry, at first you want to be like, oh, my skin feels clean, it's nice and dry and all the oil is gone. Second thought should be like, I need to use moisturizer because my skin feeling dry is actually not great for it. But I love this because it really helps my skin stay clean. Now, as far as exfoliating, I really like the e.l.f. exfoliating scrub. It looks like this. This looks exactly like the Clinique 7-Day Exfoliator. My mom loves that stuff. And the formulas are similar. The Clinique one is nicer. This one's $3. The Clinique one, I believe, is between $16 and $20. The Clinique one is definitely nicer. The grit in it, the feel to it, you can tell it's a Clinique product. It's a really nice face scrub. This, though, if you're on a budget, is not a horrible alternative. It does have a nice enough exfoliant in it, and it'll help you scrub and kind of get the dead skin off. And speaking of exfoliating and dead skin and whatnot, one of the reasons that I wanted to use a moisturizer at night that doesn't have silicone in it, and I was doing my research on this because you keep on hearing like silicone is bad to have in your makeup, but it's like, but why? And the reason that silicone is bad to have in your makeup is because the reason that silicone makes your skin and everything look so smooth is because it is larger than your pores. So what silicone does is essentially when you put a primer, foundation, insert whatever cosmetic and or moisturizer, is it is creating a barrier on top of your skin, a very smooth barrier. So when you put product on top of that, that's why the product is going to look smoother, and that's why your pores may look smaller from it. Now, while that barrier is great for makeup application and giving you a beautiful beat face to the gods, it's really bad actually for your skin, because if you never wipe that barrier off, then your skin constantly has a layer of stuff over it. That means your skin cells are going to be collecting underneath it, which is bad, and it also means that like your pores can get more clogged, and you know, just all the stuff that happens with like having a barrier on your face. Your skin isn't getting the freshness. Your skin isn't getting the freshness that it needs when you constantly have a barrier on it. So that's why I'm okay with using a silicone moisturizer, or a moisturizer that has silicone in it during the day. Ideally, I would like to use products that don't have silicone in it, but it's actually really hard to find something that I think looks good and works with my skin tone that doesn't have silicone in it. And by silicone, when you look on the back of something, if it ends with cone, like C-O-N-E, there's a good chance it's a silicone. For example, dimethicone is very, very popular and something that you have probably seen a lot on the back of your makeup products, in particular primers as well as foundation. So that's why. If you have any products that you like that are silicone free for healthcare, leave them in the comment section down below, because I would love to know whatever recommendations that you have. So the next product that I have, which is a good exfoliator, is this guy right here. My roommate recommended it to me, and it is the Freeman Feeling Beautiful Polishing Charcoal and Black Gel Mask and Scrub. Instantly detoxifies pores and exfoliates for smooth skin. Now this is a double whammy because it is a charcoal sugar scrub. Wowza. So those are like a mega exfoliant because sugar is a big exfoliant, and then a mega purifier because of the charcoal aspect of it. This is great. I really do feel like it cleans my skin once again when I use something like this. I need to use a moisturizer. And one thing I will say, I do have sensitive skin, so this is actually a little bit too harsh for me. I can tell because it reddens my face up a lot, and there's good irritation and bad irritation, and it's very much borderline with, I like this, but it can be almost a little bit too irritating for me sometimes. But I do like the deep clean it gives, and it's very affordable actually. It's at Ulta for like around between $4 and $6, so that is a great price point. And this actually segues us into our next product, and our next group of products. So this can also double as a face mask where you smear it all over your face, and then you leave it on for 5 minutes and wipe it off. And this is a good purifying face mask for that. The brand of face masks that I love actually though, that are somewhat affordable, affordable is all relative, but they are the L'Oreal Pure Clay Face Masks. They look like this. This is the green one, which is like a purifying and mattifying one. I also love, they've got a blue one that I really like, and then they've also got a charcoal one that I really like, and both of those are all in kind of the whole purifying, mattifying, whatnot, and these are great. I can actually tell a huge difference when I use these on my skin. They help me keep it clean, bright, fresh. They really help exfoliate all the dead skin off because I feel like that does collect after a while since, you know, I do wear makeup a lot, so it puts my skin through the ringer doing that. And besides these, there's also sheet masks that you can use. I don't have any with me, but also with Ulta, if you look, they've got it's like a tomato brand. It's literally called like tomato brand, and they have some sheet masks that I like. Every now and then I'll like to use a sheet mask, but because of my skin type, tend to steer away from super dewy, glowy, natural ones, which are good, and I'll go more for the like revitalizing, moisturizing ones that are also still like detoxifying. I like face masks in general, regardless of if it's a sheet mask or like a leave-on mask like this, to have some sort of detoxifying thing in them to really help my skin stay clear. But I do recommend sheet masks if you're wanting to put some moisture back in your face. But I know we went over a lot of products. Start small, try like one thing, see what works for you. Let me know what works for you if you have oily combo skin, or even if you don't, let me know in the comment section down below what you like to use. And I hope that this video was helpful for you. And just remember that, you know, your skin is a part of you, so take good care of it, and it'll take good care of you as far as your Instagram account goes, I guess. And the cat's in the video! Which means it is now time to say goodbye, and that I hope you're having a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. If you did like this video, please hit that thumbs up button down below. It helps me out a lot, even though it seems like a very small thing to do. If you really liked the video, hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. Pretty sure I just said that, but mwah. Goodbye, guys.